Call of Duty Black Ops 2. There are so many videos on this game already, but I figured I would throw in my 2 cents, and maybe you guys just know my stance on the game so far. So this video is sort of in between first impressions and a review, because I think I've played enough of it to get past the whole first impression stage, but I don't think I'm at the point at which I can make a full super accurate review. So I'm going to give my honest review of this game. There are going to be pros and cons, and obviously, I don't know, people just seem to get really upset when somebody just spends a whole video complaining about stuff, which obviously I'm not going to do that. I recognize that complaining about stuff is really annoying, actually. I hate it when people complain about stuff in videos too, but there are going to be some cons to these pros. But right away, just kind of my general stance on this game is that I'm really trying to like it right now. By the way, I'm playing this on PC, which is actually a huge part of I don't know, I guess the gameplay. But anyway, so I'm really trying hard to like this game because you know, it's like the newest Treyarch game, and I think Treyarch games are pretty decent, or at least Black Ops was. Black Ops was fantastic. But I'm really trying to like this game, like I said the past couple of times, but it's really just not happening right now, or at least on PC. I have not played it on console that much, but on PC, it's just really not doing it for me. So I'm going to go through a list of pros and cons that I kind of just whipped up in like 30 seconds that really kind of stand out and are on the top of my mind that really stand out in the game. So pros, decent weapon balance. Yeah, I mean, Treyarch is really good about balancing their games, and really the gun balance is pretty good, except for one thing, and that is rapid fire. Now, I do not get why Treyarch put this in the game, to be honest, because in Black Ops 1, it was pretty much what made the AK-74U pretty overpowered. When you change a gun's stats like that, in my opinion, I think you should have the actual gun itself should stay as it is. Like, you should just keep a gun one certain way in a video game and not have the ability to modify its stats. I think that's kind of dumb. And really, the reason that this is that I think it just brings in a host of possibilities of something becoming overpowered, because if you, I don't know, it just kind of bugs me how they put in the ability to modify a gun's stats. Now, yeah, but other than that, they do have decent weapon balance. You know, LMGs are decent, you know, if they're used correctly. Assault rifles are decent, but they're not, like, the most used, like, everything in any other Call of Duty. And SMGs got that recent nerf, which makes them a little bit less powerful, but they're still pretty much the most used. But, I mean, over distance, you know, it's not like the from Modern Warfare 2, where it just is basically like a sniper. Moving on to the next pro here, I really love Treyarch's killstreak design. It's just fantastic how certain killstreaks are worth a certain amount of points. They don't stack, or rather they do stack, but it's in a way so that they can't just keep racking up over and over again like Modern Warfare 2. I mean, you can technically rack up kill streaks, but it's not as just obvious as in like Modern Warfare 2, where it's like, oh, you just need a Harrier to basically get a nuke. So that's awesome. I really love their whole design there. The next pro that I like about Black Ops 2 is that Treyarch made the game very objective-oriented, and I really like that, how, you know, you're kind of, I mean, you're not, like, punished, but you're rewarded more for going for the objective, you know, capturing flags and domination, or capturing the flag and capture the flag. So that's pretty cool, because it seems like there's always been a crowd in the community that goes for the win more than actually like slaying, and finally they got what they have wanted over the past couple of years, so that's pretty cool. And that's really what I could think of for the pros of Black Ops 2. You know, it's the big picture items that Treyarch seem to get right. But now we move on to the cons, and it seems as if, like in every Call of Duty, these are specific things that stand out right away, and it seems like these are just small things that must have gotten overlooked or something in whatever testing that they do. So the first con that just stood out to me right away was rapid fire hip fire combination. So I know a patch did come out that was supposed to nerf SMGs and hip fire for SMGs, but still in most kill cams where I'm killed, I'm either seeing an MP7, MSMC, or PDW-57 with the laser sight attachment, which allows for better hip fire, and then the rapid fire attachment. So like I said before, it drives me crazy how rapid fire is put in the game, because I just don't think that you should have the ability to modify your gun's statistics. And really, most people are still using this playstyle just because it's really good. And I suppose the SMGs aren't to be blamed like 100%, because the other really, really big con, which kind of ties into this first con, is that I really don't like the maps in Black Ops 2. It just seems really disorganized, kind of. I mean, I know it seems like Modern Warfare 3 had maps that were really, really unorganized, but it seems like these are like just one step down from Modern Warfare 3, where it just seems like the maps don't really make that much sense, and they allow for that playstyle, the SMG hip-fire, rapid-fire playstyle, to just flourish, because it seems like there's so many close quarters areas with maybe like one super long, I don't know, line of sight, and then the rest is all close quarters. So the maps really aren't helping the whole SMG problem, because, you know, they're just putting everyone in close quarters, which naturally makes everyone choose the SMG. Another con that I thought of, and this really isn't a big deal, but it's still pretty annoying, is that everybody and their mother uses Bouncing Betties. Now, obviously, this can be fixed by using the perk Engineer. I believe it's called Engineer, but it's still annoying having to waste like a perk 3 greed slot, or even just wasting your perk 3 in general. And I'm not even like exaggerating when I say that most people use the Bouncing Betty, because if you just join a random game of Team Deathmatch, or any playlist really, you will see at least 2 or 3 Bouncing Betties on the actual map at any one point. And you know, like I said, this can be countered, but it's still just really annoying. And yeah, I suppose you could counter it by using the Black Hat 2 as well, which is pretty nice. I started using that. But, yeah, Bouncing Betties, I don't know, there should be some sort of, I feel like there should be some sort of nerf for them, but at the same time, I think the reason that most people use them is that there really isn't that much of an opportunity cost, you know, like, you don't really get that many kills with, like, a frag grenade, so why would you, I mean, giving up your frag grenade isn't even that big of a deal. So, yeah, I don't know, Bouncing Betties are just really freaking annoying. Another con to this game, in my opinion, is lag/lag compensation, and I know that people complain about this all of the time, but it has to be mentioned that there is something seriously wrong with this game with that, because Black Ops had the same issue. I don't even know why, because games like Modern Warfare 2 had it perfect. I mean, no one ever complained of lag in Modern Warfare 2, but it seems like in Black Ops and Black Ops 2, I don't know, it's just like, just for an example, this is what happens all the freaking time. So let's just say I'm just walking around the map minding my own business. Let's just say I'm going to secure flag B, and there's a guy around the corner. So I walk around the corner, he sees me, I see him, I open up, firing maybe, let's say, 2-3 shots, and he kills me. Well, when I look at the kill cam to see if I can learn anything from that death, it turns out I didn't even fire my weapon because of lag or lag compensation. I don't even know which of the two. It's just really freaking annoying that my bullets didn't even register, even though I had seen the guy for like a second. It's just really frustrating, and this is a major problem. So I realized that I just kind of slipped into rant mode there, which I'm going to not try to do because, you know, no one just wants to hear a rant, and I'm going to try to stay calm and groove on. So, yeah, one big picture thing that I'm really not a fan of in Black Ops 2 is that, I don't know about anybody else, but to me, Black Ops 2 feels really, really arcadey, and I know this is really unusual, or at least to me it's unusual being, you know, it's objective oriented and you're supposed to be using teamwork, but it seems with Black Ops 2 it feels really, really arcadey. It seems like people or enemies and your teammates are spread out in random fucking spots. That's another con too, and I'm not ranting here. You know, I'm slipping into that mode and I'm trying to stay out of it. I mean, talking about how people are randomly spread out too, which just kind of makes everything a clusterfuck, is that I've noticed that Black Ops 2 spawns aren't even that great. You know, they're kind of in between Modern Warfare 3, which were absolutely fucking terrible, and whatever, let's just say Black Ops, which had good spawns. They're kind of in between, because I've had like pretty much it's like 1 or 2 times a game where I'll spawn within somebody's like viewing distance, like I can see them or they can see me. So yeah, I'm just really not a fan of the spawns in this game, and I'm not even like complaining about them a lot, because Modern Warfare 3 had complaint-worthy spawns. Like, those were so bad. But on Black Ops 2, I really don't like them either. Yeah, the last kind of big picture item that I had for the cons is that, well, this sort of adds to the fact, or might add to the fact of why I'm really not having fun in this game, is that on PC, people are fucking amazing, and this is my first Call of Duty on PC. Now, I'm getting a little bit better, but the fact remains that people are so good on PC. It is so ridiculous because, like I said, I have not played this game on console, so I can't really compare it to console, but I have played so much Call of Duty in the past that I typically kind of know how people behave on console, and on PC, people just have such good aiming, and they can do so many things at once. They can do a jump to a drop shot easily. I mean, people freaking drop shot every other kill, it seems like. But yeah, I mean, people are just so good on PC, so that just kind of adds to the meh rating of this game. That's pretty much the video, guys. Thank you all for watching and bearing with me in my complaints and stuff. And yeah, really not really having fun in this game. Trying to, I honestly am. But it's really just not happening right now. So feel free to leave a rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new to my channel, because I do actually bring Team Fortress 2 videos. This is kind of an out there video with Black Ops 2, but yeah, I wanted to give my 2 cents on that, just so you guys know my stance on the game, and that's pretty much it. So love you all, bye-bye.